What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit the notification bell to be notified when the next video drops. Please know I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, so please do your own research. I'm just documenting the journey. So with that said, let's jump into today's video. BUSD machine version 3 is here. By the time that you see this video, it's going to be off to the races. Now, how this is going to be played if you decide to jump in, you need to know a few things. Number one, it's got the George stamp of approval on the audit. I know that may mean gold for some of you. For others, it may not mean anything because we've seen some of the best audits take place, and ultimately there's going to be those projects that just don't last. Now, you got to understand about the BUSD machine version 3. There's been 2 other versions, so that means there was a beginning and there was an end. And this one's going to be no different. There's going to be a beginning and there's going to be an end. You just got to know, are you getting in at the right time, okay? And you got to weigh out the risk and the reward. Is the reward greater than the risk? I always take divs from other projects and throw it into these type of degen plays. Now, with that said, you've got 1 million circulating supply of BUSDM. That's the token that you're going to be minting when you make that deposit with BUSD. Now, you will see there's already 50,000 of those in circulation. Now, we'll see later on that was given out for marketing and various things to ensure that the launch of this protocol launches strong and healthy, okay? So there's still 950,000 of these tokens that are available to be minted. Now, how you're going to mint, you're going to connect the wallet to the Binance Smart Chain. You're going to come over here. There is a $50 minimum. You're basically going to enter the amount, approve it, and voila, you're off to the races. You'll see the APR here is about 1.5% a day. If you were to stick in, 100 BUSD, you're going to get paid out about 1.5 of these BUSDM tokens a day. Now, I don't know the value of what it's going to be at launch, but how these normally work is you want to stack up some of these, then basically hit the claim, and then when you feel comfortable on that price that's going to be reflected right here, man, if it went to $1, $2, $3, man, we would be solid gold, but we don't really know. We don't have a crystal ball. But whenever you feel comfortable on that, watching the contract balance, making sure everything's healthy, you would come over here, enter that amount of whatever you want to sell off, and boom, voila. You would sell the BUSDM back to BUSD in your wallet. Now, another feature that they have here in this game is you can basically take the BUSDM that you are minting right here, and instead of waiting to sell off, while you're waiting, you can come over here and stake these bad boys for a minimum of 7 days and be paid out about 2.5% a day on top of what you're already being minted out over here. So you got 1.5% being paid out here, then you could have an additional 2.5% on top of that being paid out here. Now, you've got to weigh out the risk to reward. Do I want to let this thing be locked in for 7 days? And when I do unstake, 50% of it's going to be returned back, 50% is going to be burned. So you got to weigh out, are you willing to go the distance, okay? For some of you, it may be worth it. For others of you, it's not going to be worth it. Me, in particular, I'm not going to be staking them for an additional 7 days. I'm just going to be holding them, and when I feel comfortable selling off, I'm going to be selling off. They also have a referral plan. Nothing crazy about the percentages that are paid out. I like that. 2% is going to actually be paid for whoever's referral code that you use. I always say be a blessing to somebody who shared the information. If you do jump in, you're welcome to use mine. You're welcome to use somebody else's. I'm just wanting to make this information available. Now, how the mechanics work, many of you already know how it works. You can find the token address there. You're basically, depositing BUSD. You are not getting the BUSD back that you put in. You're basically going to be minting out BUSDM. And then when you decide to sell those off, then you'll get back BUSD. Then you can come down here and look at the staking, the BUSDM for an additional 7 days, see if that's worth it to you. You can read about the terminology, the tokenomics. Now, there is a fee. There's a 10% fee, I believe, then on the deposit of your BUSD. There's 0% on the BUSDM, and then when you go to sell, there's 0 fees. So that's pretty cool. you know, the instructions here, you know, basically everything that I just went over. You're welcome to read through that again. You can also see the token allocation here, that 50,000 of those are already in circulation. You can see the breakdown of exactly where those tokens have been allocated. There's also a disclaimer here. I love it. Always do your own research. Never just take somebody's, you know, that you find on YouTube. Don't take their, you know, what they're saying as the end all. Do your own due diligence. And it says there's always a risk of the uncertain. Only use funds that you can afford to lose. Guys, I can't emphasize that enough. Only invest what you are willing to lose, okay? But in any of these kind of things, there's always going to be winners and there's always going to be losers. Again, you got to weigh out the risk and the reward. Or are you seeing this video right at launch? Then, you know, I would maybe say, you know what? I've heard about this early on. If you're watching this a month or 2 months later, it may have already come and gone, or it may be too late. You'll have to do your own research at that point and look at the contract balance and just weigh everything out. But again, I'm just throwing this out. This is something that I'm jumping into. I'm going to take divs from another project and I'm going to throw it in. And, you know, if I win, I win. If I lose, then I'm okay with that too, because again, I'm just really playing with house money that I got from another particular project that is working. But the end all of any of these is that we ROI, get our investment back, and we make more on top of that. So guys, I hope this provided some value to you. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts concerning BUSD Machine version 3. Is it going to go the distance? Will it last longer than version 1 and 2? I want to hear from you. I hope this has provided some value. I'd love to hear from you. As always, until we talk again, have an amazing day.